Big one, big one. Big coho, big coho. That thing is so thick. Come on in here, buddy. Yeah. Big coho. I don't think I've ever made coho straight from the bay. There we go. It is not a jack, but it's not a big one. Ooh, there goes Eli. I don't know. It's close to
Tight.
It's not a big guy, but probably taggable. Scoot him up. Oh yeah.
It's not big, but
No.
fishing so slow.
Tag them. Of course they are.
Line out of it, he got knocked out. Sorry, I got hit really hard with the left.
Oh, real big one. Real big one. Wow! After all that, so many hours.
Here he comes.
Well, that was another great day on the water. We got off to a real quick start with 2 fish in the first 30 minutes today, but then we had to grind it out all day to get the rest of our fish. But it's always a good time when you get out there and you catch some nice fish. And now we've got the spoils of our adventure to enjoy. Take a look at that beautiful fish. Great color on that meat. But it's getting late, so I want to do a quick and delicious preparation with this super high grade salmon. So I'm going to throw a quick pan sear on this, and then I got a real simple sauce that should pair perfectly with this fish. So let's get started with the sauce, and this is a recipe from America's Test Kitchen that I first tried out with steak, and it was really tasty, but I immediately knew that this sauce would be incredible on salmon, and I finally have a salmon to give it a go with, so I'm pretty excited to be making it today. And this sauce is going to start with 1 stick of butter, also known as 1/2 cup of butter. So let's bring this up to temp. We're gonna bring it up to around medium-low heat, and we're gonna cook it slowly until it starts to get a little bit of color. As your butter melts, the first thing you'll notice is that some foam is gonna rise to the surface, and those are the milk solids filling up and floating on top of the fat. And as this cooks, those milk solids are going to start to brown. They're going to sink down in there, and that's what's going to give your brown butter its nice and toasty flavor. After a few minutes, you're going to see that those milk solids have now sunk down into the fat, and now they're going to start to cook and get some color to them. And now you can see the milk solids have started to become kind of a golden brown down there. So we are just about done here. All right, that is right where I want it now. So I'm going to turn off the heat. And now I'm going to whisk in 1 tablespoon of soy sauce. Just give that a few seconds, and then we're going to transfer that into a bowl. And now, while it's still nice and hot, I'm going to squeeze in 1 teaspoon of lemon juice. And we'll just whisk that together. And that is infinity sauce. And this stuff is good on all kinds of stuff. Now, let's cook that salmon. We're just going to put a real quick pan sear on this salmon, and there are a couple of little tips that I can give you to get a real nice crusty sear and to keep that from sticking to the pan. And the first line of defense is going to be to pat a lot of the moisture off of your salmon. So just take a paper towel, blot it, both sides, just to soak up any extra moisture that's on there. Now, very simple seasoning. We're just going to go with a little bit of salt and some pepper. And that is it. Now back to the pan. Let's take this up to kind of a medium-high heat. We want to cook this salmon pretty hot and fast so it stays nice and moist. But we also want to get a good crust on there. Let's go in there with some olive oil. A couple of tablespoons, pretty generous amount. And that's going to help to keep the salmon from sticking to the bottom of here, of course. Maybe even a little bit more. Don't be shy. Now we're getting pretty hot here. And now, the key to getting a really nice crust on here is going to be more butter. Yeah. So the same thing is going to happen with the butter in here as happened when we were making the sauce. It's going to break down and it's going to start to brown. And that's going to help that Maillard reaction, that caramelization that's going to give you a real great color on that salmon. Now, don't let it go too long before you get your salmon in there. There we go. I like to go meat side down. I give that a little shake, just long enough till the moisture comes off of the surface of that. And now I'll just leave it alone. And this salmon is probably about 1 inch thick. And for me, that's going to be around 3 minutes cook time on each side. But that is going to depend on how you like your salmon. And I like mine kind of medium. All right, let's take a look. Oh yeah, check that color out. Now, right onto that skin side again. Woo! Want to move it around a little? Just till the moisture evaporates, because that is what's going to make your salmon stick to the pan. Now we'll give that another few minutes, get a nice crispy skin on there. I do like some salmon skin. If you want to do the chefy thing, you can spoon some of that hot oil over the top of this every now and then. But it's going to be good even if you don't do that. There we go. Oh yeah, nice crispy looking skin there. Let's get these out of here. And we're going to let those rest for 2 or 3 minutes. All right. Let's take that beautiful fish to the plate. Boom. Oh, that looks good. Now come in with your sauce, and always give your sauce a good stir before you put it on there, because the soy sauce and the lemon sink to the bottom. You want to get all those good flavors in there. Oh, we'll give a nice spoon over the top of that. Oh yeah. If you're feeling sassy, you might want to do one of these. Yeah, garnish is never my strong suit. Now let's hit that with some chive, a little fresh pop of green on there. Oh, that looks great. Take a look at that. From the water to the plate in just a matter of hours, and that is hard to beat. Now, let's give this a try. Ooh. Check out that bite. Oh yeah! The quality of the salmon is just so high. You have to catch it yourself or buy it off the boat to get this kind of freshness. And when it's this fresh, it has a very light taste. It's not strong or fishy at all. I think we need a new word for bad fish, because fish should taste fishy, but not in the negative way that's implied. Good fish tastes good, bad fish tastes bad. But back to the very good fish that I have here. I use butter, a lemon, and soy sauce on fish all the time. But when the butter is brown and it's made into this sauce, it really takes it to another level. It is a perfect match with this salmon. This dish is a big time winner and the perfect cap to a fantastic day. So, I hope you can get out there and get you some great fish, and when you do, give this a try, and I know you're gonna love it. Thanks for watching. Ooh, crispy salmon chips.